All right. Hey, everyone. I am so excited to be here. Excuse me. I am like sticking to my seat today. I am hoping that you can hear me. And so let me know that you can. I've got to open up a Facebook thing here so I can at least see a little bit of what I've got going on. I'm running a couple minutes late talking to one of my most amazing clients in the world. I absolutely love him to death. And, you know, when you have clients like that, you really want to do everything for them and work on it. So today we're going to talk about something that a lot of people really don't pay attention to. And that is actually, we're going to hide that. Oh, that's all right. That is actually one of these things. Everyone always talks about all these paid things. All right. We talk about paid. This costs this costs this. And no one wants to pay any more money, especially if you're just starting out in business. And it's amazing how much stuff you can get done with a lot less and most of the tools that you already have. Or as I use Zapier and my Google Drive, I use them together a lot. And oh, I forgot. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dana Sacco. I am from I2I Hype. I am a systems and automation specialist. Hey, everyone. If you are catching this on the replay, thank you so much. I think that that's so cool, especially since people, you know, I was told earlier, it's like 11 o'clock. It's amazing to me constantly how many people that I reach throughout this entire thing. And that it's like, I don't know, that it's worldwide. It's awesome. Sonia, hey, how are you doing? It's awesome. I can see you on Facebook, but I cannot see you on the thing. So that's good. So now I know who it is. So today we're going to discuss your Google Drive and we're going to discuss Zapier. Okay. Zapier is one of those things. Think of it as a handshake between two different systems, or three or four. I'm not kidding you. I'm going to show you a couple things that I have added in there and that I have going that honestly saved my life. And it saves me because of the automation stuff that's going on. For example, and I'll actually be showing you these zaps so that you can actually see how it works. And yes, I do have a paid Zapier account. Do I recommend it? Absolutely. I'm so excited to see you. Thank you so much. This is so exciting. It's so much fun watching everyone over the last years. Year. It's been a very long year, hasn't it? But Zapier is awesome. And I do have a paid account. Okay. If I had a paid account just through Zapier, there's a lot of stuff I could do with the rest of my systems, honestly, being for free. Zapier I pay for because I want it to do a bunch of different things in one setup. I want them to do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Now, I'm also going to show you my wonderful Google Mail, and you guys are going to have to ignore a lot of this because there's a lot. I'm going to delete all of those right now. And so we're going to take a look, okay? And I'm going to show you some of the things that can be automated in Zapier through your Google account. Now, I also have a paid Google system. Guys, pay for the dang Google Workspace. You were talking to someone who did not like Google at all. I was a Microsoft woman. I grew up with Microsoft, guys. I mean, I played with DOS. I did all of that stuff. Yeah, if you don't know what DOS is, go back in time, go look at an encyclopedia, and you'll figure it out. But I did all of these things. I wrote in BASIC. We won't even discuss some of the coding that used to go on with this stuff. And I am going to show you some of the things that you can do with these things. So the two things that I really, really suggest if you want to do a lot of automation, okay? First of all, you want to have a domain name and you want to link it up to your Google Drive. All right, I'm going to start by sharing this one. There we go. That worked a lot better. So a Google Drive, if you have Workspace, you have this thing over here and it's got, it's Google and this is my admin account. It's very generic. This is a lot of the different things that I've gotten here. These are, rebranded stuff that I've done. And these are all things that needs to be reviewed, that are shared with me, blah, 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 blah. This is not my main drive. My main drive is actually my main one. It's me. This is the admin one that anyone on my team can access. So anything here can be shared. Anything here can be, you can do whatever with this. I mean, you can have client files. Like this is all the stuff from Keep that I've gotten from Keep. I've got some great rebranding stuff on there. Payment forms, all of the different stuff can be linked and shared between people very, very easily. So what does that have to do with automation? Not as much until you get to Zapier, all right? But we're not there yet. So there's a couple things that make life a little bit easier with Google Workspace. So I'll be honest with you, a Gmail account does not excite me as much. Like if you have an actual Gmail account where it is just, if you have it as something goofy, such as whatever cutie pie at gmail.com, guys, I'm overlooking your application right there, because that shows me you're not taking your business seriously. A domain name does not cost much. Google Workspace, it costs $6 a month per user. I actually just upgraded to have more people not too long ago, so you're going to see a lot of different things. So one of my favorite things inside of Google Workspace are these wonderful things. Yeah. I have signatures, and then you can have templates in here. Oh, this one doesn't have it set up. But you can schedule the send. You can turn up confidential mode on and off. You can do all of these wonderful things within it with linking, downloading, linking to your Google Drive, all of this stuff. Now, on top of that, all right, if you have a contact management system, if you don't have one, guys, we have them from other things. We have them from other, my son is calling me and I'm going to ignore him. If you have something such as HoneyBook, you see this extension here, this is HoneyBook. I can actually send a thing over to HoneyBook, and I can send it over to HubSpot, okay, because I play around with HubSpot. Also, if I've got it, is it active? Yeah, it is. So I can actually, this is a ClickUp notification. All right, and you can actually add these things to ClickUp within it. So that's all with Google extensions. And I got a refund. Awesome. So just to let you know, I do have notifications turned off. But you can add a lot of different things with this. For example, I was talking to a client yesterday who has Asana. Awesome. She was getting random things where people were just randomly emailing her versus going through her forms and everything, asking for certain things. And so the Asana and the Zapiers weren't picking it up. So since they weren't picking up the information that they needed, what would happen is that they would go ahead and she would have no clue what to do. So she would just be able to go in there and click and add it to a task, and boom, it's done. All right. So extensions are awesome. Within your Google Workspace, Google Chrome is awesome. So let's take a look at Zapier a little bit, because Zapier is where I really want to show you the magic that can happen with this. And while I'm switching, guys, give me a thumbs up, give me a heart, whatever, so that I know that you're here, and it kind of helps a little bit. Absolutely love it. This is Zapier. Now down here, it tells you how many, I told you I have a paid account. All right. I get a certain number of tasks run per month. I have a certain number of zaps that I am allowed to do per month. Okay. And manage plan, blah, blah, blah. The zaps are all Thank you very much, Carrie. Love you. The zaps are total. You get 12 out of 20. 20 zaps, you can do a hell of a lot with 20 zaps. All right. That's why I pay for it, because you've got to be able to do it. Now, this shows you some right here. This is pretty awesome, guys. If you use Trello, which is not my favorite system, you guys haven't seen me use it on any of these, have you? But guess what? You can create Trello cards from stored Gmail email accounts if you have a business Gmail account only. That is why I'm telling you that you need to have it, that you need to sign up for it, because there's so many different options. For $6 a month, guys, take the chance. Do it. It shows someone that you are applying for a job, that you are serious, that this is not some run-of-the-day, run-of-the-mill thing that you are changing, that you are not doing. All right. It lets you create Trello calendars. I don't even know why it's bugging me with Trello, since I don't use it, except for the fact that I grabbed some Trello from someone else. Now, another one, create Google Calendar events from new toggle entries. Guys, if you're time tracking, awesome. So these are recommended for me. Don't ask me why. I don't know. But from new calendar events, it will create new ones. But let me show you my zaps. They are called zaps. Think of like going like this and like rubbing your hair with a balloon and stuff like that. All right, let's take a look. So I have 12 zaps that are up and running. They're very simple. You go from Calendly to ClickUp. Okay, guys, if you have Calendly, you do not need to be on a paid Calendly plan to have this zap run. And what happens? It walks you through everything. So if someone is created in Calendly, it has you check it all off. Choose the event. Invitee is created. Okay. Close that part. It creates a task inside my ClickUp. You map this all out. So it sets all this beautiful stuff up where it goes into my business projects on my simple CRM, my clients and prospects. It goes in there. It tells me their name. And it's all set up within there. And then it even puts all this all this stuff in here. Okay. It puts that into my ClickUp. So if I'm looking at it now that this is set up, I don't have to look at anything else. I can look at my ClickUp and it's all done. Genius, right? Now let's look at some of the stuff that I have that's running, and it gets really, let's see. Where was a big one? This is all right. Is this it? No, this is not it. Hold on. Let me find the one I want. And you can filter them. I'm terrible at that, just to let you know. All right. So this is one of my favorites. So new project is booked in Honeybook. What that means to Zapier and what I have filtered out is that they need to actually pay and sign the contract for it to happen. Okay. So then it's not gonna run if this doesn't happen. It's searching, and it only continues if it filters. This is another paid option. This is not part of the free option. But if it does not contain the number 14, so if it is a service that I'm offering that's not a 14-day CRM automation service, then it doesn't run. Then it creates a task in ClickUp. All right, it creates it. It does the same thing for me. Then this is the beauty. Because I have a paid Google Workspace account, it will create a Google Drive folder inside of my Google Drive. It will then share it and send an email through my Gmail account telling the person, hey, here is our shared Google Drive. And in order for them, this is something that's kind of fun here. Well, okay, it's a thing to let you know that the client actually read your stuff. I make them request access so that it's like, hey, this is where I'm accessing it from. So they request access from me. And like I said, it's got it all here. It says, here's your shared client information, and it fills in the information. Then, hi, first client name. It pulls it from the other things that it's looked at. So now it still looks like it's from me, but it's coming from that account. Again, you need to have the business account. It can label it. It's got my signature in there. So, if you update your signature, it's got it. It's got all of these wonderful things. Now I have it continue on. Why? Because when I'm working with clients, the way that I talk to them is actually through Slack. It's my favorite to work from, and create a channel in Slack. And it creates the channel. And it adds a reminder in Slack, and it says to me to remind me to make it private. So you can see it goes all the way through all of these different steps for me without me having to worry about it. So from step 1 to step here at 7, I'm done. All I had to do was send the person the proposal inside of HoneyBook. That was it. This can work from DUBSADO. This can work from other systems as well. I haven't done it through certain ones. I'm not 100% sure of all, but it works very well. And I'm pretty sure if it has the ability to link up Zapier, we can probably do it. Another one, let me find the other one. Same type of thing. This one actually comes in through Funnel Gorgeous, and it's the exact same setup, okay? It does the same thing. If someone buys the my bookkeeper's automation, which is automatically done through the pipeline on my website. You just go through, you click, and you can purchase it. And then it creates the task, creates the folder, sends a Gmail, creates a channel in Slack, and invites the user to a channel in Slack. Okay. Once it's done that, I also am adding in something new. Now, guys, you might have seen this a couple of days, and I did not say that I was going to share this today. But this is actually, I swear it's the most exciting thing that I've come up with, that I've found. And I'd like to do a shout out to, I don't even know who, but it was someone in the Certified Online Business Managers group who asked about it, and it's called Content Snare. Now, what Content Snare is it's asking your clients for all this information, and it's having them do the entire thing. I will jump over to that in just a second. But again, it's doing the same thing. Let me show you. This is honestly, it's like the most exciting thing in here. Okay. Why? Because I get tired of asking people. All of us are. I don't care if you're an accountant, bookkeeper, whatever, if web designer, brander, if virtual assistant. We are all tired of chasing people for their stuff. Am I right? I mean, we seriously are. All of us do it. We sit there and we wait, and we're like, you have got to be kidding me. I've been doing this, and could you please send me this information? We end up spending so much time wasted by waiting for people to send us their stuff. I mean, it's a known fact. We all do this, okay? We sit there and we wait. And we're like, come on, could you please send me this? Well, guess what? This does it all automatically, okay? Content Snare is just awesome that way. So this is the same thing. It only continues if, creates a client and contact snare, creates a request, creates the channel, invites. So it's the exact same setup that we just talked about, all right? Now I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to show you all content. By the way, if you all notice, I did change my entire thing to purple. I never paid attention to it before. Just saying. I never paid attention to the fact that I could make my Google purple. And so my Chrome needed to be purple. So I'm going to show you this one. This is actually one that I'm working on. And this is what it looks like. It has instructions. It says, hey there. Thank you for waiting for this. This is an email that gets sent out. Now, Content Snare was really, really nice. And look, they have an unbranded, this is how it works video. Guys, I mean, holy guacamole. You know, that's just awesome. Now it has their basic information. Think of this as like almost like an advanced type form. Okay. It goes all the way through. Blah, blah, blah. Who are you? Here's your content. Here's your contact information. You can customize all of these, of course. These are all I did. These are ones that I did. I want to know people's birthdays. That's kind of new for me this year. I've decided to say happy birthday to everyone. I did add in pronouns because I have worked with people so far that they have different pronouns, which is absolutely fine. Then this one here is actually for the bookkeeper's workflow. So, you know, automated bookkeeper's workflow. So I actually have here, this is the workflow that I'm showing them. This is what they're going to be working on. And I have down here, if they have any special requests, I want to know. Additional information, who were they referred by? I'm asking that here. And is there anything else I need to know? Now, guys, this is where it gets a lot of fun. Now, I haven't completed this one yet. So it is just kind of, hey, cool, another refund. I love it when my husband returns stuff. So, okay, so I ask people here, this is your lead capture and detailed questionnaire. This is, guys, I'm telling them to please, you know, this is the information. So continue. List all the questions you would like to ask before they book a call with you. Guys, they're putting it all in here for me. They can save it, they can wait, they can do whatever they want, and it can go ahead and be done. It continues. All right. The questionnaires. What do you want to ask them? Then I ask them what their schedule is. All right. And which scheduling system are we using? Because believe it or not, even if I'm setting you up with Honeybook, I have people that use Calendly because Calendly integrates with it. Acuity, of course, Square, you know, we have them all. And I ask them if their calls are video calls because not everyone, believe it or not, does video calls anymore. Now I ask them what their schedule looks like. Okay. So again, I'm asking them questions, and guys, if it's not done, it's sending them reminders. Like I said, absolutely genius. And then it's the same thing here. Now this is where it gets to be a lot of fun. If you have branding information, it says continue. They can upload files. What? I know. Seriously? Genius. Link to branding files. What are your colors? Where are your contracts? They can link to everything. Absolute genius. All right. Now there is another one, and I'm going to show this to you because I know that a lot of my clients are bookkeepers and accountants, and you all work in the same area there, and that is absolutely fine. We're going to do a new request. Look at these templates that they've got, guys. They actually have onboarding client for accountants. Initial questions, it asks them. So these are onboarding questions that you are asking a client. Holy crap on toast. That is just amazing to me. I mean, it really honestly is. It asks them all these questions that we all ask. It's got all of this stuff, tax records, upload, bank statements, upload, balance sheets, you know, anything that you possibly could request, it's got it. Back to templates. A couple other things that I really like in here is that I can add in videos. So I've started adding in videos with it, like to give directions. Even on mine, let me see, this one. Under Let's Get Started, I have how to use LastPass. So I made a video of how to use LastPass and I stuck it in there. So you can see that there are just so many different ways. Zapier works with so many apps. These are the apps that I have connected to it. I have 17 hats connected: Asana, Calendly, ClickUp, Clockify, Content Snare, eBay. Believe it or not, I have eBay hooked up. An email parser, what that does is it sorts out your emails. So guys, if you want to sort emails out and have it go through and over into a system, Zapier does it. Evernote, because I love my Evernote only because it has all my stuff in it. I'm terrified to get rid of it. Facebook Messenger, I have not gotten that one, honestly, to work right yet. Gmail, of course, my Google Drive, my Google Forms. Now, Google Forms are a little bit different here because with Google Forms, it needs to go to a Google Sheet first. Once it goes to a Google Sheet, then you're actually pulling the information from a Google Sheet. Google Sheets, self-explanatory. Google Tasks. Now, this is a new thing that I love it on my phone. It's on the front page of my phone. So I do really like it. Is it really working? Do I have it running right now? No. As you can see, it's got 0 zaps there. Honeybook, HubSpot, Interact, Jotform, and Kajabi. All of these things can be loaded up and working. I'm going to show you a little bit with Google Forms of how it works, because it is a little bit different. Like I have a response. When I'm working with Upwork, I do not send them to my website. From now on, though, I will send them to my Content Snare. I will send them that information instead. But what it does, it says new response in a spreadsheet, and you have to connect the spreadsheet. So this is the business strategy intake form responses. Form responses 1, it's the worksheet name. And then it will go ahead and pull the information into ClickUp, Asana, whatever you're using. It does work with Monday, Trello, all of those things. With another thing that I do, this is really big because a lot of us who have email lists or we have Facebook groups, and we ask people if they want something to add into their information, hey, drop your email if you want my new book, if you want my new worksheet, whatever. Instead of paying more for something else, I think it's called group leads or something like that, I have just a Google spreadsheet. And whenever I enter in information, it pulls that information and adds it over into my email list over in Funnel Gorgeous. You can do this with ActiveCampaign. You can do it with MailerLite. You can do it with any of these wonderful systems that are out there. So anything that you can almost think of can be done in this system. You can always do it. As you can see, I've got, let's see. This is one of my favorite. Hold on, move this over here. Let's change the audio. Okay, so the audio is still running, and for some reason my video is not. So I will leave. Okay, I see that I'm back. Can you guys let me know if the sound is back? Because that was really weird. It just totally kicked me out. Okay, awesome. Hi. So I'm not going to do the full hour today, but what I'm going to share with you right now. So one of the last things I wanted to share with you, some of the things that you can do with this are actually kind of fun. Um, I I like the cha-ching sound whenever I make a sale of any sort. Um, and I like it to come through on my phone. So I actually, one of the zaps that I have, and it's really weird now, it doesn't work. Okay, anytime a new charge comes through in Stripe, it sends me an SMS message. And the SMS message, I have it set up so that it cha-chings. So, we have our weird things. We have the things that just make us happy. Honeybook has that automatically. Every time that anything comes through Honeybook, it does it. But certain systems that I have and certain purchases, it goes through Stripe only. And so I think it's just stuff to have fun with. And you got to have fun. You have to have things like that. So I'm not sure where it went wrong with that, but you can see different things, how I have mine set up with the different stuff. And it's big on how you have all of the automations. Again, this is paid to have it go from one step to the next. Okay. Certain applications do require it to be paid. Basic things, like there is no way that I would actually pay an additional $10 a month just to do Facebook group to Funnel Gorgeous. I wouldn't do that, or to my email provider. A two-step one like this is free. It does not cost anything extra. If it doesn't do any filtering, if it doesn't do anything fancy, then it's going to be, you can get away with the free account. I have a client that we have him on the free account, and his stuff, it goes through. We have it actually in 2 different zaps. You only get 5, I believe, for free, but it goes through, and then it goes over to his MailerLite. It's very simple, very basic. Does it work? Absolutely. And it saves him time. It allows him to connect 2 different systems that didn't necessarily talk to each other before. So that's the biggest thing that you guys need to think about. And I'm going to jump over to just me. So as a quick thing to kind of wrap this up, some of the things that you need to think about when you are deciding this, what do you want? Okay, my thing is, in order to run, now granted, I do have 2 people that work with me right now, but a lot of the stuff falls on me. I'm not there yet. So being almost a one-person business, without hiring someone, I want as much to be automated as possible. So for me to spend $20 a month for Zapier and $6 a month for Google Drive was a no-brainer, because it made everything that I did go from Dana has to do this and Dana doesn't want to do this, or Dana forgets to do it. I admit it. I mean, guys, I have Post-it notes. I have calendar reminders. I have apps that are telling me everything to do, but stuff still slips through. I wouldn't know if people finish doing things. I wouldn't know. Did I make the Google Drive folder? Did they accept the Google Drive folder? Did I create the Slack channel? I mean, the biggest things for me is I make that Slack channel private. Did I invite them to the Slack channel? Believe me, I went an entire week and I hadn't invited people to the Slack channel. So figure out what steps you can automate, and that actually can save you quite a bit with knowing whether or not the client has finished it. If you do not know how everything works, we have ideas in our brain, And you do not need to be a technical genius. I'm not even a technical genius. I just see things differently. So you can contact me and I'll drop my link into the bottom. And guys, feel free to reach out. Ask me questions. You can DM me. That is not a problem at all. I have no problem with that. I absolutely love it when people DM me if they actually are telling me something that that interests me. Don't be selling me something. And I never reach out to people to try to sell them something. It's just not me. But reach out to me and let me see if it is something that I can help you with and that I can help you map out. Because I'll tell you, will Zapier work for you? Yes or no. I'll let you know. I'm not going to tell you, oh, you need to go spend this and then tell you 5 minutes later it's not going to work. That's crap. But I'm going to tell you what's going to work best for you. This type of system where I have it doing this entire automation from start to finish, if I was to tally it up, I spend, I don't know, I'm going to say average $60 a month. All right. On all of this, $60 to $70 a month for Zapier. This is my tech stack. Okay, we're going to start from the beginning. Actually, no, if we total everything, so I'm going to go with 170. I'm going to go with 170 a month. This is my tech stack. My website is on Funnel Gorgeous. All right. Funnel Gorgeous handles my calendar. It handles my email. It handles my website, of course. It handles all of the people that like every client that I have gets a mini membership. So that everything is customized for you. Yay. Watching generic videos all the time just doesn't necessarily help everyone. We want to see them in our own company. My Zapier. Now I have Content Snare, and guys, that's $10 a month. That's it. They do have another plan that's 20 something if you have more clients that you're running through fast. You can upgrade and downgrade. But it was totally worth it. And then my Google account is $6 to $7 a month. So that's everything. Oh, and HoneyBook. HoneyBook's included in that too. Because I send my proposals through HoneyBook. There's a way to do it through Funnel Gorgeous. I'm not there. And so I'm not comfortable with that yet because I want my contract signed. So it's definitely, it's a flow. It's a process. It's finding what works for you and making it happen. So guys, feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. I did drop it in one of the locations, but feel free to just hit it and send me a message and I will talk to you. Yes. So it's actually, so Heather's asked if I could share more information on the bookkeeper's automation, and I'm going to drop that. So I do HoneyBook automation from start to finish for bookkeepers and accountants. This includes everything, including your emails. I'll actually show you the website as well. There it is. It should be up on the screen so everyone can see it. But let me jump over to, and you will see that this is on my old website because I need to fix it. So I'll show you exactly what's included by going down to the bottom of that page and jumping over there. All right. So this is what's included in it. You get the professional email templates. They're already done for you. Hello, Lady Unique. Nice to have you here. The bookkeeping workflow, it's already designed for you. I've already done it. How do I know that this works? Because I did it. Okay. The tax client workflow, if you need it, you let me know and we put it in. It all has to do with what you do. Standard questionnaire, I walk through, but I've got standard questionnaire settings, and I just ask you, tell me what you've got. Pre-qualify your leads, and that's your lead capture form. Discovery call client scheduling options, those are all set up for you. Your service and package setup, that's all done for you. A brochure is done within HoneyBook. And a brochure, think of it like a menu so that they can select. You don't need to do it all the time. Don't worry, don't stress about that. The client portal setup, so that's where your clients go to set everything up. Proposal, invoicing, contract, it's all set up. It's customized for you. Onboarding sequence is done. The workflow is put in there. And then I do a review request questionnaire, and it's $800. If you want to add something like doing, like if you go back to around 20 minutes on this thing, I think I had it where it was, I showed content snare, and we can link that up too. It'd just be a little bit more. But yeah, it's all done, and it's done within 14 business days. And you just go to this page. We strategize. We do a little bit of work you're going to go through and do some homework. Then in 14 business days, your system will be up and running and ready to go. Bonus one, you are provided with a video. You get a video membership. I do allow you access for 6 months. It is on my website. You get it and everything's done. You can download the videos and you can use them for your standard operating procedure manuals. Whenever I answer questions, like if you have questions about it, I usually will put them right into that membership so that you can refer back to them at your earliest convenience or download them for later viewing. And then you get 15 days of post-intensive support. So it is all done. It's all ready to go. It is set. I did one and it actually took a lot less time, but I am saying 14 business days from start to finish. I do have a 50% off coupon for HoneyBook. So if you want HoneyBook, it is, I think it's $450 a month until you really start going at 50% off. So, totally worth it. I have that coupon. Just DM me for that. Just message me or let me know, hey, can I have it? And I will get back to you on that one. So does that help, Heather? Can you get to the website page? I want to make sure. So just let me know. And like I said, I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to hear more. If you guys have any questions about adding in some automations past that, awesome. Thanks, Heather. If you have any questions past that, just send me a message. Say, hey, Dana, I saw the thing and I've got a question about Zapier. I've got a question about this. Because I'd love to help you out. That is part of what I do. And I can answer any questions that you've got. All right. Well, you guys have a great day. It is a beautiful day here in Myrtle Beach at around 70 something degrees. And for us like that in June is like few and far between. So part of my calls might be outside this afternoon. So you guys have a great day and I will talk to you soon. Again, if you have any questions, just reach out.